Hey, what's up everybody? I haven't put a video up in a minute. Figured I'd put one on. This was a match I had this morning. Gauntlet. It lasted a while, but I toughed it out. I couldn't believe I won it, especially against Lionar. He just had all these silences. So he starts out with the lion, which sucks. Replacing first. Chalk the light bender, and I go into the obelisk. Lion's so strong, man. You can move twice, you get the mana, which that's what he ends up doing. Spoilers. He moves forward. I summoned the obelisk off the bat. I went with the turtle, but he gets the martyrdom for free. Which really stinks, because now he's got 2 on the board and I got nothing. I replaced the wind strike. I figured it was too slow. I moved forward. I put the Primus Shieldmaster on the mana spring and drew a card off it. And then I bopped it one time. I figured this is gonna die, and then hopefully he'll roar the lion, but he doesn't. He roars the adept, and then I think he face tanks it. He does. Drops a silver guard, and he runs away with the lion. I didn't understand this part. I figured maybe he had a ranged minion. Maybe he was going to drop it in the corner for free. Once again, I replaced the wind strike. Oh no, I don't even replace. I just automatically drop the fire blaze and summon my own wind shroud to take out the silver guard. I replace it afterwards, and I end up getting the crossbones. I'm sitting at 7-1 with this gauntlet right now. It's got a pretty good curve to it. I got an Amara healer in it. I took the well, I won't spoil it, but normally I don't pick it anymore, but the other 2 legendaries that I had to pick from weren't that good. I was like, well, I guess we'll just go for the fireball. So he sits on in a minute. This match lasted a while, but he just had all the answers. I mean, every time I put down an obelisk or some type of taunt, you know, he was able to just wreck it. As you see here, Lightbender, no more obelisk. It's just a big old floating pile of... So once again, I got no board. Hating life. I replaced the crossbones since he didn't drop a ranged minion, and I went with the scarab behind the obelisk, figuring he couldn't get to it with the light bender. I probably shouldn't have hit him there. This guy's deck was kind of similar to mine. It had like a lot of removal, but the minions that he did have were decent ones. I think I got 3 repulsor beasts in this deck too. There was one match I had earlier, and I sent a Bone Reaper away 3 times. I'm like, get out of here. Oh man. So yeah, he finally drops an Iron Cliff, which I have the answer for with the Repulsor Beast. He just goes ham right here, man. I mean, I'm at 18. He just wrecks me there. I'm down to 5 health. And I got 8 staring me in the face. So right off the bat, I Repulsor Beast the Iron Cliff to the farthest corner. I went ahead and used the Bloodborne spell to get rid of the light bender. I move back and then I heal myself up for 2. So it didn't turn out too bad, but still, he's at 11, so, and he's staring at a bunch of damage in his face. So I replaced the fire starter. I probably should have replaced the Sunsteel Defender. I'm a sucker for drafting Sand Trap though in Gauntlet, man. Nothing's funnier than watching a Black Soulless just grow and can't go anywhere. You got like a 22-48 and it's just sitting there like, let me do something. So I think he starts running back now. First I know he does. This was bad positioning here. Well, I guess it didn't matter. He was going to dispel it anyways, but he sunblooms this whole area. I really couldn't spread it out though, because I didn't want him to have access to any way of hitting me. So I had to put it that way. So he sunblooms my Scarab. Probably the 5th minion that he's dispelled on me. And then he finally does drop a ranged minion. Got me a little scared. So I move forward. I drop the provoke minion here. And then here, I brought it up to here and I had the Repulsor Beast kill it. And then moved up the Healing Mystic. I probably should have just had the Scarab kill it, but because I left this open here for a taunt. And then I get the heck out of dodge. Back to the corner I go. I didn't replace any, or I think I replaced the Sunsteel. No, I didn't. I had 3 Primus Shields Masters too in this Gauntlet. I don't have very many 2-drops in it, but I don't know, this part's pretty funny right here. I believe he kills my Primus Shield Master. I forget what he uses to kill it. Oh, he uses lasting. That's right. So he takes that out. He retreats. Bops my repulsor beast. And he puts this in the corner here. Oh no, first he blood tears, yeah. He blood tears, and then he drops a young flame wing and roars it. But I'm sitting here with a sand trap like, you can't fly. Not today. So that one's dead in the water right there. He didn't like that one. And then I don't know why I should have dropped the Sunsteel, to be honest. But I end up dropping the Primus Shieldmaster. I get a raw deal on this, and I guess it didn't really matter. I didn't have any Rashas to use this on or anything, so I just figured I'd get it out on the board and get moving. But I probably should have played the Sunsteel instead. I think he has another light bender, and I'm just like, really, dude? 2 light benders, a Sunbloom, a Martyrdom. I mean, the removal was just, it was insane. I was mad too. The last game I played, I played the Sojourner on turn 1 because that was the only thing I had. I was player 2, and he ended up burning 2 cards on me somehow, and I burned my Amara healer. I still won that game though. I couldn't believe that one either. I've been lucky lately. I should have put the Primus Shieldmaster in front of him though, in case of a Dancing Blade. That was bad. So he retreats. I forget what I do here. I probably should have replaced this Mirage Master. I got a little bit cute here, and it was a mistake. I take Doomcaster and hit this. I end up taking out the Iron Cliff. And I was hoping for a good... I didn't want to move too close to this, so I was just hoping for a good spawn. I didn't get it. So I bopped the Iron Cliff. I was afraid to replace this. I didn't know what else I would get. And I go back to the corner. But I end up copying the Flame Wing that can't move. But I figured I kind of locked them down here, you know. I didn't know what else to do. So I copied the Flame Wing. Because I figured something would live here. Here's the hero of the day right here though, the fire starter. He's pretty good in Gauntlet, especially with the Bloodborne spell at the end, man. You start sending his little Ghost Riders at him. Little 1/1s. They start doing some work, man. I got a bunch of them out towards the end. So I want to say I think he takes out my I think he takes this out. The Primus Shield Master. I'm not 100% sure though. Oh, that's right. He uses the Song Weaver, and he takes out the Primus Shield Master. I remember that now. And he roars this. So I moved down one. I summon the fire starter right here, and I'm just hoping for. I got a 75% chance of getting it where I want it. I get it. Take out the Iron Cliff. I take out the Song Weaver. And I just hang out. Sit in my little corner. I never realized how cool the fire starter is, man. He looks sweet. He's holding fire. He's on fire. He looks like he just got doing like a motorcycle trick. He's like on fire, you know, and someone needs to come out with one of them blankets. Just throw it on. He drops a Deoltis. I didn't want to. I didn't have any way to use this dispel on it without dispelling my other stuff, so I was kind of screwed. So I replaced it. I didn't want to lose this because this thing's just gonna constantly throw stuff at it. I get a wind strike, air strike. Summon it way over here. I use the dervish to take this out, and then I throw a 1/1 at the. Or I don't even think I get a chance to throw a 1/1 at the tombstone. This match took forever, man. I mean, this was. I thought it was gonna go to fatigue. But yeah, I bring up the dervish, take out the Deoltis. I didn't know the Deoltis was a girl. It doesn't look like a girl. I thought it was like a Phantom of the Opera dude with like a big thumb finger, like I'm #1. I stayed out of range because I figured this thing can just constantly throw as many fireballs as I want. The curve on this was really high. I probably should have replaced this healing mystic next turn, but I think I use it just for the healing. He uses his own health to take out the and he dispels my wind strike. How many things has he dispelled in this match, man? It's crazy. So we're just back to square one, trying to get stuff up to him. I put it just out of range of the thing. I figured if this thing wants to kill one of these, go ahead, but I moved back one just to keep it out of range. I would have dispelled, well, I guess, yeah, because I would have dispelled this. Because if that thing comes down here, this thing's going to guard it. I guess, though, if I have a, I don't know. He magnetizes the thing that can't move. roars up the tombstone. So I go ahead and move in. I didn't get a good spawn here. If I would have got a good spawn, I could have took out almost everything. I used the shroud to take out the tombstone, and I just bop them for. I bop them for 2. I probably should have just stayed there, but I was afraid of maybe like another. I don't know. I probably should have just stayed there. He starts getting a little bit annoyed, but I don't know. I take my time anymore, man. Me playing fast, it just don't work out for me. I sit there, I do my replace first. I get everything going to where I want to do it. You don't like it. You can spam emotes all day if you want. Go ahead, but I'm not gonna misplay. He starts throwing out the hellos and everything else. I was still a little worried about the ranged minions, but no biggie. He divine bonds this thing. So then I do replace the crossbones. Another healing mystic. First I take out the young flame wing. Just go ahead and bop that thing. Get it down to 3 health. Take out the flame wing. I just left it there, I believe. And I should have put this... Well, it didn't really matter. Yeah, I should have put this more in his face. So I left it go. We go to the... I've only got 12... Well, he's got 12. I got 11 cards in my deck. He roars this minion, doesn't have a play, even though he has 2 cards in hand. I go ahead and get rid of the light bender. And I get the hero of the day, Scion's Third Wish. Good game. Took forever, man, but hey, they can't all be 5-turn eagles, you know. I don't know. Alright, you guys take it easy.